All right, let's start our webinar. Welcome everyone. All right, thank you for joining our webinar today. I am George Dunal, Chief Marketing Officer at HashAlpha. Today I'm going to show you how people are earning daily rewards from the blockchain infrastructure of Ethereum blockchain and how you can decide whether you want to participate just in an earner or a builder if you want to be a part of the growing ecosystem. Okay. So when most people hear about the crypto, they think about trading, maybe just a tool for transactions, which definitely is a part of our infrastructure of what we are building here. So earn daily from the core of the blockchain. So the blockchain generates rewards daily based on the structure of the core structure of the blockchain, of how it's calculated through the Ethereum validators. So what we're creating here is the validator system. It's rewards that come from the core of the blockchain itself, Ethereum validators. So these are the machines that keep Ethereum running, and the network pays them every single day. So we operate that infrastructure, and we are also creating the ecosystem for growing potential. Okay, this company is led by execution and influence. So our CEO, Valent, focuses on structure, governance, and long-term systems. My role is growth, building this globally the right way without breaking the system. All right, so everything you'll see today is designed to scale and growth. And I introduce our CEO, Valent. He's going to talk about the operation and the system itself, and the core concepts of our uh, operation system, HashAlpha Global. Please welcome Valent.
Okay, thank you, George. Before we jump into it, just to give a couple updates of what's going on with the system at the moment for all of you guys who are already kind of familiar with us. Um, I know we had a discussion about this over the last couple of days, but I also want to reassure you that compounding remain part of the system, but over the next couple of weeks, it'll be integrated into our NFT framework, which we are moving up from Q2 to being launched in the next few weeks, actually. And especially for particular NFT holders, you will be able to get certain participation criteria to join up with their compounding. All right. The NFTs will also help you measure what events you'll be qualified for, and especially our upcoming launch event that should be coming in the next couple months. All right. It'll also let you know what your participation tiers are with their network, and also give you recognition and priority access to special features within our system. All right. You get to earn NFTs based on your participation volume, your continued contribution and growth, and also any activities you work on with our system. All right. So we hope to be able to launch that again, letting you know that that'll be coming up sooner than Q2. All right. Quick question or quick note as well. The 10% deposit bonus that we have during pre-launch will still be available for the next 6 hours only. So that'll end at the end of the 7th on at GMT midnight. All right. So just letting you know that you have 6 hours to take advantage of our 10% deposit bonus. All right. Also, with the end of our pre-launch benefits, we are also going to introduce platform fees, which will help give us operational sustainability, starting with a 1% withdrawal fee and a 0.5% pool participation fee to be introduced as well. All right. And this is just letting you know that this will help show our transition from incentivized pre-launch mechanics to a more structured, sustainable operating model. Okay. So what is Hash Alpha? All right. We operate a network of Ethereum validator nodes enhanced with MEV Boost technology. In simple English, we help run the servers that keep Ethereum safe and secure. But we're more than just a tech company. We're creating this into a full evolving digital asset ecosystem based on three pillars. The first, which we've gotten out already, our validator infrastructure. The second, which is our virtual NFT reputation system, which, as I said, is going to be moved up from Q2 to launch in the next couple of weeks. And down the road, our future hash utility token. It's not about earning just today, it's about long-term ownership in the Web3 economy. Now, our vision is ambitious. We want to become the world's leading retail to institutional infrastructure ecosystem. Whether you're a small investor or a large institution, you should be able to benefit from this global decentralized economy. And our mission is to democratize this. We take all the complexity of running 32 Ethereum validator nodes and make it accessible, transparent, and verifiable for everyone, especially for all you who want to join with us. Now, before we get to start talking about all the tech, let's talk about trust. In this industry, trust is everything. Hash Alpha Global, we operate under Hash Alpha Limited, which is authorized and registered by the British Virgin Islands Financial Services Commission. We're not hiding out anywhere. We meet international compliance standards at the BVI because we're building a business that will be here for decades. So just a little bit about how it works, all right? It's a simple cycle. Basically, when you make your deposit, your funds enter our pool, and we aggregate those funds to launch new 32 Ethereum validator slots on Ethereum. Each of those validator slots require 32 Ethereum to be staked in the Ethereum network. And as of now, that's probably about 80,000 US. So we take all those funds that you put together and we aggregate them to help get more Ethereum validator slots, all right? Those validator slots earn consensus rewards and priority fees based on helping validate all the transactions that get added to the Ethereum blockchain. It's a critical part of, as I can't re-emphasize this enough, the Ethereum crypto infrastructure. All right. And you earn from the rewards that we get on those validator nodes and we distribute them back to you up to a daily 1.3% rewards. So let's look under the hood. We don't rely on just standard staking. What's really part of our secret sauce is using the MEV Boost technology. This allows our validators to capture what MEV stands for, maximal extractable value. It's basically extra profit, but making sure those transactions are ordered in such a way that we can get the most value out of those transactions. For example, when you do a USDT transaction from one wallet to another, you select ERC20 as a network, that's basically on the Ethereum network. However, if you want to make sure that a transaction I did earlier today took about 15, 20 minutes to complete, but for some people who are making larger transactions, they want to prioritize those and they're willing to pay extra to get those transactions done quicker. And that's where we make our extra rewards from that. All right. And this combination of standard staking plus MEV is what allows us to offer competitive, sustainable daily returns. And because these rewards are generated by the blockchain itself, they are consistent and verifiable. Now, I'll send it back to George to talk about the plans that we have for staking.
All right. So in the next slides, I'll be talking about our reward and bonuses system plans and rewards. Basically, as Val mentioned before, we're creating a ecosystem and operating the infrastructure, the core infrastructure of the Ethereum blockchain. We want to push the community and ecosystem to grow, to scale. So we're building a scalable business here. So you can earn significant amount of money from different angles and from different parts of the system that we're creating here. All right, so let's start with staking plans. Initially, we have 4 staking plans. So this is just passive rewards from your share, from your investment, so you can earn from the validators. So for example, we have 4 plans for you to choose from light to elite. Let's start from light. It's $100 to $999 of your investment. The daily reward goes up to 0.5%, and the minimum cycle of the investment when you can withdraw your investment is 60 days. So this is the entry level for people who just testing the waters. We have Validator Plus, Validator Pro, Validator Elite. So different involvement capacity. So it goes up to, like we said, goes up to 1.3% daily reward, but the cycle goes up as well. So the system stays stable. So this works. So we got from 60 days to 150 days. Then yeah, so after you get to the validator elite, the investment is unlimited, but the cycle is 150 days. This is prioritized for higher validator pool participants, okay? And the staking rewards are variable because this depends on the Ethereum itself, okay? So I want to emphasize this on the network conditions, validator performance, gas fees, Ethereum itself, the price, and overall blockchain activity. So actual returns may fluctuate, but we will also, let me introduce the next option. So when you reinvest your capital, or you already earning some money from the daily rewards, you can put into your second, third, fourth, fifth, and etc. cycles. So this contribution, if you decide to, save your staking and even get more, so consistent, we just reward the consistency. So bonus rewards, if you enter the second cycle, you will get extra 0.2%. So this is early loyalty bonus. You go to the third cycle, this goes on top, not on top, but from the base percentage, tops 0.35% up to a fifth cycle and more, it adds you 1%, which is quite significant if you calculate the profits. It also depends how much you're investing, but it's also pushing the community to, especially at the beginning, so it has more potential for growth, okay? All right, the next we have our loyalty multiplier. Okay, this I mentioned. We have our global compensation plan for the people who wants to build a business, a community, so who can operate not just by themselves or just want to put your investment and, wait for the profits, but who wants to scale. We have affiliate program. We have team bonuses. We have also participation bonus. So it's all compounds to the higher and scalability to create business, to create a team. So choose wisely who's gonna, join your HashAlpha global team. So the first one goes the referral bonus. This is a one-time bonus, depending on how much the person invests. Then the team performance bonus depends how much your team performs. So it has also a bonus reward if you reach certain goals. And then rank advancement bonus, which is also linked to the VNFTs, which also push the limits of the people and feeling the contribution and participation validation, I would say. I don't know. It's like kind of like a VNFT is like a badge that also shows that, a part of the bigger picture. So HashAlpha Global Compensation Plan. Referral program is capped on 20% throughout 10 different levels. So your very first referred people, you will get 8% referral immediately when someone in who you refer to make the investment. So as soon as they invest a certain amount of money, you get 8% from the first circle, so direct referrals. Then they direct to other people, and this goes to 0.1%. Okay, so to make it more sustainable, it's only capped on 20% of every deposit made by your downside referrals. Okay, it's one time. Then team performance bonus. This one goes daily. All right, so if you have a team that operates on a good scale and the yield from the performance from the, who is reinvesting, the cycles, all that compounds and creates a certain amount of money daily from the team. So once your team members gets the rewards, you'll receive a percentage of their daily reward. So it's everyday thing, and it goes in a different levels as well. So let's say, example, you're referred two people, for example, they got $100 today, they invested like tens of $1,000s, right? And then they got today $100. So your reward as a team, have team of three example, you got $10. Okay, so how deep it goes, we have 10 different levels that goes across different tiers and ranks. Again, that's what I mentioned about VNFTs. So it goes from starter to a global director. Starting from the first level, this bonus per level, okay? So, and it goes daily. And there is some qualification requirements, obviously, to make a stable system. So, example, when you're just getting started, you invest 500, minimum of $500 deposit, and you have two people directly linked to you. Okay, so you get 3% from those people. Okay, daily. All right, so they together create some sort of the cash. So like $10, let's say, like a minimum, and then $3 goes to you. Then it goes depending on the how many people they inviting. So again, their qualification requirements, there are more, should be more direct referrals, more personal deposit, and it then diversifies between the levels, so you get different percentage from the different level. Okay, so it goes up to a 3%, but let's say you are at Royal Alpha level, 10th level. All right, so you get a little bit from the each level. All right, going to the top. Okay, and yeah, the global director is someone who reaching the top, who's at the core of the system of HashAlpha Global. You will earn 1% from the global pool share. Okay, which is very significant, and it's like the top milestone of every participant. All right, let's go next. Yeah, so performance ranks and achievement bonuses. So this one also a good reward system for people who reaching milestones. So this is a milestone rewards. When your team reach certain volume, so again, we have 10 different ranks from starter to a global director, as I mentioned before. But this is your bonus, cash bonus. So if you invite people and everything works well and in sync, I want to say in sync because this is very important when everyone on the same page here. And team volume becomes like, for example, $5,000 from every participant. your personal deposit has a requirement, right? So on the third column, $500, you got 2 referrals. So this is again the qualification to get this bonus. You'll get directly $150. And again, you go on each level, you get certain qualification requirements and the cash bonus, which is also very rewarding when you work on your team progress. All right. So bonuses is a good way to scale again. Okay, so VNFTs and hash token. So Val already mentioned about that we're launching VNFTs, and I like to describe it as a rank badge that shows that you reach certain level of involvement in the system. So you earning already significant yields from validator performance already. So it's like a status, and also VNFTs, they're not transferable, so it stays with you. Again, on the blockchain, it stays with you. And it also indicates and allows you for further bonuses, rewards, and participation, economy around the validator, okay? To support this long-term vision, HashAlpha introduces 2 institutional digital assets, like I said, VNFTs and HashAlpha token. All right, down the line, we're developing HashAlpha token, which is also creates the internal ecosystem transactions and reward system. It's another layer of incentive layer of the HashAlpha ecosystem, the governance, okay? The probably the votes, I'm not sure about that one, but it's not a quick launch token, to get the yields. It's more of an operational token inside the ecosystem. So it will be introduced after validator operation reach scale. So right now we're on the foundational level, which is very good timing for people to join more because we're laying the foundation, whereas all the yields that the foundational yields will be created. So yeah, you can earn by joining sooner and better rewards, but it's developing throughout the different system rewards. So hash token powers future HashAlpha features. Well, like I said, governance, infrastructure, staking, and ecosystem rewards. So I mentioned that already. Yeah, so it's an internal ecosystem token that, yeah, I spoke about that one. So HashAlpha is designed to mature into a full blockchain infrastructure brand. So it's not just person to person or institution to institution. It's a person to institution. And HashAlpha Global is like a middleman. So it's going to expand into validator as a service for enterprises, MEV yield vaults, institutional grade staking pools, when the scale grows, governance-based decision-making, HashAlpha token, VNFTs, okay? Infrastructure backed by token economy, hash token. Decentralized identity via VNFTs. Marketplace modules and institutional partners. So this goes down the line, and it's in our roadmap. And this ecosystem creates the community that drives growth and scale, sustainability, and of course, wealth. All right. So the roadmap will look. So the user journey look like this. User stakes or builds the staking pool, get the rewards, then reaching the milestone, earning via NFTs. NFTs unlock governance, multipliers, different rewards programs, and early access to new features. VNFTs unlocks governance. Okay. Long-term those who eligible for validator ownership pools. So this is 32 Ethereums. Okay, so it's a larger pools, institutional products and launchpad opportunities. User can further stake hash token and unlock advanced features in the ecosystem, utilities, and yeah, accumulation of the hash token, which is again down the line of our growth system and the roadmap, which we'll talk about in the next slides. But the last thing I want to mention that geographic distribution of our system is, first of all, it's cloud-based. So it's not in a one particular place where the machines processing the transactions and the validators are based upon. It's a cloud-based. It's located in Switzerland, Singapore, United Kingdom, United States, and United. Okay, I need to correct this slide. All right, this ensures this decentralization. So think about it. We are already in the middle of the creating of decentralized global financial system. So what we're creating here is just a part of it, the part of the operation system that's part of the Ethereum network that's already created, right? So the system is there. We just optimizing it, organizing it, creating a community and an ecosystem which promotes growth and team support. Okay. Geographic distribution, I mentioned already. Next one, please. Okay, security and key management. So all validators signing keys are stored within the hardware security modules. It's with integrated DDoS protection, ensuring both physical and cyber level security. I'm not really a technical guy, so if you have further questions about the security parameters, please ask. So the infrastructure implements cold and hot wallet. It's separately stored in cold and hot wallets, with validator signing keys never exposed to online interfaces. So only signing operations are permitted, not fund transfers, okay? The next one. Legal and compliance, it has a registered entity. We already mentioned that. Non-custodial smart contract pools, transparency reports, which is published monthly, and you can see it in your account on the website. Then decentralized validator infrastructure, I said it's decentralized globally, and not internal, outsourced audits. So internal and third-party performance verification. Okay, so you can audit yourself because it's pretty transparent to all the transactions and yields, but we have it in place as well. All right, so here's our official roadmap. I'm gonna pass it to Val. Thank you so much, and yeah, please welcome.
Okay, thanks, George. So I just want to let you see where we came from and where we're going. So right now, well, we started this back in 2024 with the foundation and creating the whole idea of this core network. All right, so we have a really strong technical and operational foundation to make sure that this was ready for deployment. Okay, we spent the last year working on the validator deployment and launching and deploying, getting validators deployed, and we also started creating the public dashboard and expanding our ecosystem. We were targeting launching at the end of 2025 last year, but we only missed it by a couple weeks as we launched middle of last month. Okay, as you can see here. So we weren't too far off. And actually, as we go into the next phase, where we're bringing up our VFTs from Q2 to actually Q1 as well. And going through to the rest of this year, we're going to continue expanding our validators as a service program and increase our validator numbers throughout as well, and hopefully get planned to launch our hash token all towards next year. And beyond that, We also want to do creating DeFi staking for more flexible liquid staking, potentially working on other blockchains beyond Ethereum as well. And again, really becoming a part of the tokenized ecosystem so that we can power global validator ownership and increase liquidity. And beyond that, we want to really make sure we get to a global leadership position with over 1,000 validators under management, institutional partnerships with funds, DAOs, and other blockchain foundations. And of course, going into, we talked with this with some of our other partners, the Hash Alpha Academy for education going forward as well. We're also looking about ways of moving that up earlier into our game. So maybe not 2028, but even possibly even sooner. And really establish the foundation for growing Web3 stuff. All right. So uh, we let's see. We're also being transparent about risk. While we optimize for uptime returns, all blockchain activities carry market risk. We encourage you to read our full terms here. All right. Today, you're not just staking with us. Tomorrow, you become an owner of one of the largest decentralized node infrastructure in crypto. This is how fortunes get made. All right. So, um, Hash Alpha is the next evolution of passive income. We are bridging the gap between complex technology and community wealth creation. So we encourage you to get with the person who invited you to this call, get any other questions you need answered, get the referral link, decide your level of participation, and get started with us. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, and hope to talk with you guys again soon.
All right. Thank you.